Okay, here we are, it's January 2nd, 2023, and we've got another Jetson video for you. This one is a new Jetson. We're not repairing one. So many of you, it's after Christmas, many of you may have received one of these as a gift or gifted one, and you need to know the ins and outs, how to assemble it. It's pretty easy. This is the LX10 model. This is for my grandson, he's 9. He already has the other model that he keeps at his house, so he wanted one for here. This is actually a birthday gift, which his birthday's in February, so I'm going to put it together, make sure there's nothing missing, and hide it until his birthday. This did come from Amazon. I'll post a link in the description below this video. We actually got it on sale. I think it was $2.99. They're normally like $3.99, but pretty cool. It's got 100% electric, obviously, LED light, 250 watt motor, 15 miles max range, and 15.5 miles per hour. So we're going to take it out of the box and show you what all is included and how to assemble this bad boy. Now here it is unboxed. We've got the Jetson itself, got a box of goodies, the seat. Everything is exactly how it comes out of the box. The kickstand is already installed. We just clamped it down there. Now we'll go ahead and take some of this foam off, cut these zip ties off. These are super easy to put together, but just in case, you just never know, somebody may need the assistance. And there we are. Show you what's in the contents of this box. Here we've got the rear fender. Got the pegs, the manual and an Allen key, and the charger. That's really all that's to it. And then we've got, of course, the seat. It's a big beefy seat. Holy cow. Tag not to be removed, but it says you can remove it as a consumer. So we're good. We're not going to go to jail today. First thing we're going to do is actually pull up the handlebars. Just pull them up, and then you clamp them down. Now there is a twist lock right here. You'll see. So clamp it down, and then move this lock into place. And that catches on a groove in here that if this were to come loose, it's still held in place. And we'll show you that in just a minute. Make sure there's no scratches, we're good. So we're going to show you this up close. So here is the locking mechanism. You lock that, and then right here is the groove. You just slide that into the groove. That way you're nice and safe. Next thing we're going to do is mount our fender. You can use a provided tool. There's actually a Phillips head on one end and an Allen key on the other. You'll have to use the Allen key for this. Just loosen it up. Be sure to hang on to the washer. Simply mount the fender in place. You want to make sure it does not hit the tire. Now this Allen key is not the most friendly. It'd be helpful if the long end was actually the Allen key instead of the screwdriver, but beggars can't be choosers. You can also just use your own. We're just using what we have here in the video just to show you that no other tools are actually needed. Make sure it's good and tight. You can also bend it down a little bit if you'd like. We're going to bend ours down a little bit there. It's time for the pegs. One goes on each side. These are threaded at both ends. I don't believe his other ones are threaded on both ends, but I could be wrong. These are plastic, a hard plastic, so you can really just, you don't really need to use a wrench. So technically the only tool you need is what it comes with. You can tighten them up pretty tight by hand. There's a good grip on them. but I know how my grandson is. He's a little rough, so we will probably use a wrench. But make sure you do get a flat spot on the top so when they're putting the feet down, it's not on a point. That's pretty tight. We can go another half a turn, I suppose. Make them really, really tight. There we go. The other side is the exact same way. These are not reverse threads or anything like you would find on a bicycle pedal. There's also no left or right, so it's really hard to, it's impossible to really mess them up. We're nearing the end here. The seat, it's got a quick release. Go ahead and release that. And then insert your seat to the desired height. Now, this is not tight enough, so what we can do is use this adjustment knob. We're going to put it about there. Still not tight enough. Use your adjustment knob right here before you're clamping it down. Now that's probably too tight. There, that's pretty good right there. That's it for the seat. Now the last order of business is the bell. It doesn't come tight. That's what the other end of the tool is for. It's got a Phillips head screw on it. And just tighten up that Phillips head screw. And there you go. The assembly is complete. Now we'll show you some of the functions and then we will be done. Our bell, here is a quick release clamp for the handlebars so you can adjust them. You just pull it out and you can move them back, forward, what have you. This is our power button from the factory. It has a little cap. Hit that on and you notice your green lights come on over here to let you know how charged you are. So we're at 3, 4 is the max, we're not completely charged, and this is your lights. And we'll show you what those look like. But you give it some gas, it's just got a throttle like a motorcycle. You hear that going. And then of course you've got front and rear brakes. This is your rear brake, this is your front brake. Now if you hit either of the brakes, whether it's front or rear, you do have a brake light that comes on, and that is on with or without the lights on. Now if the lights are on like they are now, you hit it and notice it gets a little bit brighter. Now here's your headlight function, off, on, and off. You also notice you have a nice reflector in the front. We'll give this a lift so you can see what the wheel looks like when you give it throttle. Got a soft start. And there we are going supposedly 15 miles an hour. One last thing is charging. Got a little rubber cover right there. You plug one end of your charger into there, the other into the wall, and you let it charge. And that's really it for the functionality and assembly of the LX10. You can see it's really easy to assemble, really easy to operate. Before we end the video, we will show you what it looks like in the dark with the lights on, just in the garage here. You can see we actually have the bike on by these 3 lights right here. We'll go ahead and hit the headlight. You can see it's actually pretty bright. We're just in the garage, but it will definitely light up a roadway. And we've got our tail light on as well. It's really nice, especially around here. We've got some bike trails that are exclusive for walking and biking. Now you're not supposed to ride them at night, but if you get caught in a pinch, and especially this time of year, it gets dark at 5 o'clock, you may need to use those. And I think that's going to wrap it up for this little LX10. I think my grandson's going to love it. I do have to hide it somewhere because he comes over often, and we've got a little bit over a month away before he gets this. I think he's going to like it better than the one he has now because of the color, and that seat is really, really comfortable. Not that a 9-year-old is really heavy or the other seat bothers him, but that is super, super comfortable. I'm not sure why it's different than our other model. And I think it's a little bit faster, at least according to the specs. If you are interested in this model, I will put links below the video in the description. There'll be Amazon affiliate links. It'll take you right to this one. And also include the other one we have, Maybe you can do a comparison of the models, but we'll have both those in there if you are interested in those. And as always, thanks for watching.